Jacksonville! All right. Would you please welcome Molly Hatchet?
Keith, part 2 of the Rolling Stones playing at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, 1981. It was Thanksgiving weekend. Molly Hatchet opens for the Stones for 2 shows, though the chaos and the trials and tribulations of Molly Hatchet continue. The Stones do not want them to play the song All Over Now. Dave Lubeck has decided in the band that they are going to play it. Stones very upset, kicked the band off of the second date, as well as canceling any other upcoming dates that might come on the Stones tour. You're in the middle of all of this. You're the road manager. You see it all. A lot of finger pointing, a lot of F-bombs. The chaos and the drama continues at the hotel.
I'm on the same floor as the band is, okay? Before Banner goes into his room, before Dave goes into his room, Banner turns around and starts yelling at Dave again. You've screwed this whole thing up. You just, he turns around and calls Dave's wife a beep, and Dave in return told him to go beep, beep, and then he called Banner's wife a beep. And then at that point, I come out of my room and I'm just like going, holy cow. I go, guys, go to your room. We're getting ready to leave. That's the way it is. I'll call you when it's time to go.
So the tension, Keith, and the emotion is palpable. I mean, you could cut it with a knife.
You know what? You would need a chainsaw to cut it, I mean, that's how thick it was, all right? It was just bad.
So now the band's on the plane. They're going back to Jacksonville, and obviously, you got to be kind of quiet. I mean, hopefully people are starting to reflect what has all happened in the matter of the moment. You're hoping that the band is kind of calmed down, the road crew is on the plane. Still nobody's talking, but then the explosion once again happens.
It continues on into the plane. And yes, the crew members, were all in the back. They didn't say anything. I was up front. Banner, I think, was in the seat behind me. And, the tension's still on the plane. Like I said before, you could hear a pin drop. And all of a sudden, Banner gets up and turns around and says, I'm quitting Molly Hatchet. And at that point, band and crew alone, including myself, get up and start clapping. Like they were glad to hear Banner say, I'm out of here, and from that point on, not a word was said until we reached Jacksonville, Florida.
How much more drama can Molly Hatchet go through?
Ron, as you know, and as we continue on into the next episode of the GateKeeper, all I can say is stand by from Studio 1J in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, for the next episode of the GateKeeper.
All right.